Hello, my name is Micah Pinkley, and I voice Car Garen, a rogue convict, which is a subclass for rogue written by our DM. Campaign picks up. I am approximately 27 years old and going by the name of Mordecai to hide my identity. I stand about 5'4" with gray eyes and long unkempt black hair, dressing in dark leather armor from time to time. I have a short sword at my hip, but tend to use these carved pieces of metal as shivs instead. Growing up, my father, Malcolm, was a member of the Rose Coffin, a thieves and assassins guild that stretches across Felagnar. Myself and my father lived in Caldmain, the capital city of Meredia, and one of the Rose Coffin's largest cells. My mother, whenever I was just born, abandoned my father and I, leaving him to raise me as best as he could. Because of my small size, my father would take me on jobs with him from time to time to help get in through small openings, pick locks, and the like. This went on for many years until on one job my father was caught and killed as soon as he reached the prison for fear that some of the Rose Coffin's secrets would be uncovered. I continued working for the Thieves Guild, not knowing any other life to turn to, but eventually I was left as the fall guy for a job gone wrong. After my time in prison, I joined a group of marauders known as the Night-Handed. They were similar in line of work, and so I fit in rather well. After working with this new group for some time, I started feeling a little bit guilty about how many innocents we had slaughtered over the years and how we had burned villages to the ground. So, on my final job with the Night-Handed, I attempted to stay away from the combat, hoping to not be noticed. Unfortunately, though, our leader, an Onyx Goliath by the name of Yaugrit, noticed my lack of enthusiasm and brought me forward to prove myself by killing a young boy and his father. Knowing there was no good way out, I turned on Yaugrit, trying to find a path to freedom. Blades were drawn and we battled, eventually finding ourselves in one of the buildings that our brothers had set ablaze. Flames licked up around us as we dueled, and Yaugrit's blade got caught in a beam. I turned to run out the back, but he ripped his sword out and the flaming debris crashed across my back, engulfing my body in fire and leaving me scarred. Now I have joined a group looking to explore the unknown regions north of the Jade Coast. I continue to live with the guilt of my years in the Night-Handed. I believe that no amount of good deeds will atone for what I've done. In recent days, I have learned that not everything I remember from my past is true. My memories of the night I ran from Yaugrit are blurred, almost as if I see two things. In one moment, I see the destroyed pillar crashing down, but in another I see the flames wrap around Yaugrit's own weapon, a dark iron chain pulsing in the firelight. I feel the pain of the hot metal, and I see flashes, images of myself, of my father, and I hear the echoing cry of a raven. I look down and see my arms, but not as I remember them. 4 markings adorn my forearm, and I can almost see markings stretch out from underneath the burns on my back and shoulder. Yesterday, as foes from beneath the waves surrounded me and death drew close, I called out my mother's name, and my form was surrounded in a flash. Raven feathers and shadow became closer to me than my voice even now. I appeared a short distance away from where I was previously, and I felt a power unlike any I had ever known or witnessed. It would seem I may not know who I truly am, but from what I do know, it seems my family is far more than simple thieves. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy my character in the coming weeks.